Alright, I'm gonna quickly speed run through the update. The reason I haven't posted a video in ages is because I made like three, but they were all over an hour long and I couldn't be bothered to edit them. Second thing, yeah, I was planning to make one yesterday, but I was kind of like, all my time I really want to use for things. Like, this is supposed to be like the thing where it's like, you know, at bottom, you know, if you really just like, straight up, like, you want to do the most basic thing, which is just like, chat the shit. At the very least, you can be making like a video at the same time as that. But, yeah, last night, my like break time, my like relaxation time was kind of, has like found the perfect place in, writing my Homestuck fanfic. Even though last night, like, when I finished it was like 3 AM, I was like, started thinking about it, and I'm like, no, this is like so wrong. Like, this is philosophically problematic. Because I just the whole idea is like the morality has to, because one of the big concepts that I'm doing is like, paradox space obviously just has its own system of morality that doesn't resemble human morality, but resembles morality, like, what? Yeah, I came home today because I was reading physics, Aristotle's physics, and then I was at the library, and then there was this guy who was just like really like clattering his teeth loudly next to me, so I left and went to the park, which is awesome. I actually got so much done in the park, and I read for like I had like a 6-hour quota, and I've started like actually like counting, like, you know, like counting the times where I'm actually reading and which times I'm like doing something irrelevant, like if I'm like, you know, walking around, like just documenting it down is like really, I don't know, it makes it really tangible, like the time that you waste. I don't think it's like a satisfaction thing or a dopamine thing. I just think it's like, I could theoretically waste time and not think of it as wasting time very easily. But it's very hard to not think of it as wasting time when it's like literally written down that you're not reading during this period. Like, I'm like, oh, this will just be a moment in this 6-hour period that... Sorry, my dog is... What are you doing? Dude. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a super short one. Then I came home, and then my mom had friends over, and she was like making some big deal about... I really don't like the fact my mom got a dog, because I think it's just like so... It's just like a sign that this person has no like independence. Like, she just needs like a thing to depend on her, because she can't like determine her own spare time. So she's just like finding a thing that's dependent on her, and it's just sort of gross because she's like dependent on it, and then she makes it my problem. Like, oh, I get that you like really want a dog so you can feel like your purpose in life, but like I'm the one that now have to walk it, and it's just like I don't want to do this. I don't like seeing this sort of like, you know, helplessness teaming up with helplessness to be like helpless on each other. Although this is the kind of this argument was used by my fucking English teacher. I mean, my science teacher, in like when I was a kid in high school, because he was like, there was this girl in my class who I was friends with, and she was like, oh, it just sucks. Like, I just spent this whole period missing my girlfriend, and it's like really like, you know, she's like, oh, this sucks. I almost said boyfriend because this girl was like such a butch. I genuinely thought it was a boy, but yeah, just said boyfriend. Wait, fuck. What? Dude, what am I saying? And then the bitch was like, oh, maybe if you didn't care so much, then you wouldn't be in pain. Like, I don't have anyone I care about, and I'm not in pain. And it was just like, dude, you also, like, don't have anyone that you kiss and cuddle with, probably. So, like, that's not really, like, a very convincing argument. Like, destroying the negative part with the positive part, throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's just like... But it's also really interesting because it's just like, I think that like the sadness is actually constituted by the happiness. Like, it's like they're in some kind of relation where they're both necessary to each other. Like, obviously, if you care about a thing a lot, and it dying not being sad to you kind of just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I just think it's like my mom's just like, I don't know, it's like. Because it's like, oh, the poor dog, it's like, yeah, but it's like, it's only here because, like, you don't know, like, how to, you know, you're not doing anything better with, like, I mean, it's either that, I mean, with my mum, it's really either just that, or, like, doom scrolling Instagram reels of puppy dogs, so, I mean, she may as well have, like, a real one that she's actually caring about so that it's actually getting help, but, I don't know. Check out my pizza, by the way. I'm probably gonna show you this pizza and then leave because I'm worried that that's jalapeno, by the way. I'm really worried that I have filled up all the space on this computer with my upcoming album. Take this to your mind palace. You guys think I'm joking, but that's actually true. This is the actual name. I just want to scissors so I can cut this cheese again. Yeah, but that will be happening. Yeah, I'm gonna go now because I don't want, because like sometimes Freddy does this thing where it lets you film, but then when you go to save it, it's like, you didn't film anything because it was too filled, but it didn't tell you that while you were filming. Anyway. Also, dude, this album, oh fuck, I was gonna talk about kismeses. One thing I want to say about kismeses, because I've been using this album as like kind of like, I use like music as like a model for some things where it's like, this fucking album has a song called Catastrophe and it's literally about Aridin and Vriska. And I was thinking like, that's actually really true. Like, what I think is true about like I've been saying like actually oppose kismeses and mates and shit, in like not the obvious way where they're like one bad and one's good, but like in the way where it's like, I think that kismeses is actually about incidents, like incidentalness. Like it moves in the mode of like being incidental. That's a fucking like Hegelism. It moves in the it moves in like incidentalness. And that's why the word catastrophe, right? It's like you're an incident. This isn't catastrophe. Oh no. Where it's like, mate spirit is always there to like be there when you call for them, and the kismeses is always there to like be there when you would not want another person to be there, but like to push you in a place that you wouldn't actually go yourself. Like the whole, and like how do they do that? They do that by being aloof. Like it's really interesting. And the other thing is like the whole idea of a mate spirit is like, oh, you know, they're gonna comfort me when I like feel like I failed, right? But then the kismeses is the one who pushes those things onto you, like those criteria by which you can fail. Like, oh, why aren't you like killing a bunch of fucking, like, why aren't you invading a bunch of ships, Aridin? Like, when you don't want it. So they just like completely function. Like the kismeses functions to like make you more, like, hold you more to the criteria, whereas like the criteria by which you would become great, or which you would know you were great. Whereas like makes it so like, oh well, you didn't fit the criteria, but it doesn't matter because I still love you. Like it's sort of like one actually opposes qualification, like it opposes becoming something, because it's like, oh, I love you no matter what you are, right? Like it renders becoming indifferent. Whereas kismeses doesn't do that. Okay, this was fire. Please don't.